What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Generation Old School. My name is William Leonard, and if it is your first time passing by the channel, go ahead and subscribe. As you guys can see behind me, I have my 1950 Chevy that I recently bought about 2 months ago, and little by little I have been doing things to it to make it better. Today, what I'm gonna do to it is replace the gaskets, the intake manifold gasket as well as the exhaust gasket. The reason why I'm doing that is because it's been giving me some type of failure, and the reason why is because the carburetor has been aspirating air through the gasket that it has here. So that's gonna come out, and I gotta put a new gasket there as well as a new gasket over here, and I believe that's it for now. Another thing that I'm gonna be doing is changing the spring of the heat riser, because this is what opens and closes when the engine is hot or cold. If that is not working properly, it's gonna give me a misfire. So today's video is gonna be not so fun for me because I'm not too savvy when it comes to mechanic. It's my first time doing this, so I hope it comes out good, and I hope you guys can learn from my mistakes. And well, the first thing that we want to do is disassemble the air filter. That way we have more space in this area so that we can work and remove the carburetor. These lines that you see here, most likely I'm gonna have to remove them. I don't want to do that because I don't want to run the risk or the chances of breaking them and then having to go through the hassle of making new lines or buying them online and having to wait. So I'm gonna try not to touch any gas lines. The first thing that I'm gonna do is remove the bolts that hold the carburetor. I'm gonna do that in order to replace the gasket that I told you guys, since it has been leaking through there. All right, guys, so I've done some progress, and I'm gonna give you guys an update on what I've done. As you guys can see, I've removed the carburetor. I've also disconnected the accelerator cable. This connects to the accelerator, and from the accelerator to the carburetor. In order to remove the gasket, you have 6 bolts that hold the intake manifold and the exhaust to the engine block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It should be pretty easy to remove, so let's pray that none of them break. Otherwise, it's gonna be a big problem for me. And well, guys, here you have it. I was able to remove the intake manifold, which is this piece right here. The next thing that I'm gonna do is clean it well, all of those ends or points that lead into the engine block. I gotta clean all of that well, and then what I'm gonna do, I'm going to paint it black. As you guys can see, it's very rusted. I don't like the look. I would like to give it a vintage look, so I'm gonna go and I would like to give it a hot rod look. So I'm gonna go and give it a coat of black matte paint, heat resistant. Now try to say that fast. And as you guys can see, these are the old gaskets. They're not good at all whatsoever. I have no idea how the car used to run, to be honest with you guys. So I hope that with the new gasket that I'm gonna put, the car not only runs better, but the failure or the misfire that it got goes away. And this is the old exhaust gasket. This is the one that goes in between the exhaust manifold and the muffler. Look how bad it is. No wonder it had the misfire that it had. Guys, and something that you want to do before you start putting back the gasket is clean everything well. In this case, I'm using a razor blades. I don't want to put the gasket on top of the old gasket because that's going to continue to leak, you know. So make sure to clean everything well before putting in the new one, like I'm doing. All right, you see, all of that is old gunk and glue and gasket and silicone and who knows what. I don't want none of that to be under the new gasket that I'm gonna put. So I'm gonna make sure all of that is clean before I put the new one. So I'm gonna continue cleaning this and I'll get back to you guys in just a few minutes. Alright guys, and here we go. This is the intake manifold, which I'll be painting black, and for that I'm going to be using this paint, VHD, and this resists heat up to 2000 Fahrenheit, so it's really good. So now let's let it dry, come back and give it a second hand. And well guys, as you guys can see, the paint that I gave to the intake manifold, it's really burned out. It looks like I threw it inside a barbecue and that's how it came out. I honestly don't like it at all. So I went back and I got a black paint, but it's a little more shiny. So I'm gonna be throwing this paint on top of the black one and see how it comes out. So this one I painted, as you guys can see, some type of aluminum color. I'm not too happy with it, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think I should have left it the original patina that it had, but it was a little too rusted and I wasn't liking that either. So we'll see. I'm gonna put it back in the car and we'll see how it comes out. For now, I'm gonna repaint the intake manifold and see how it comes out. And well guys, as you can see, it's already dark. I'm not gonna continue working on the car, so this video is gonna have two parts. This is part one. Stay tuned for part two. On part two, we're gonna be assembling everything back together and I'm gonna be showing you guys how it looks with the new black paint. To be honest with you guys, I really like it. It's coming out really nice. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know with a big like. It's the only way that you guys are gonna be able to say thank you to me for my hard work and for making these videos for you guys, because honestly, I've looked for videos of people doing maintenance and things to this type of cars and there's none, or very few. What I've found has been forums with no pictures, no videos, nothing, and that doesn't help me at all. So I hope by me making these videos, I'm gonna be bringing content to you guys that's gonna be beneficial and helpful to every single one of you guys that have these 216 engines or 1950 Chevy. So if it is your first time passing by the channel, subscribe, leave me a like, follow me on social media at Generation Oldschool, and come back for more, because this video and the channels are getting better and better. And before I forget, remember that on Saturday, December 14, we're gonna be hosting another classic car ride out of classic cars and classic trucks to Robbie's of Isla Morada in the Florida Keys. We're gonna be meeting at the same gas station as we did last time. The gas station is called, what the heck? The gas station is called Racetrack, and it's located in the last exit of the Florida Keys. I know it's probably far from any of you guys, but trust me, it's gonna be worth it, because either way, whether we meet somewhere else in Miami, we're still gonna have to pass by in front of this gas station, because it's the last gas station in Homestead before you enter the Florida Keys. Either way, I'm not gonna make this video longer than what it already is. If you made it to the end, leave a comment saying I made it to the end. That way I know who my real subscribers and my real OG followers are. Thank you so much, and come back for part 2 of this video. I love you guys.